we go, we did it, we go, we did it, we go. You know they gotta go. Another billboard.
To be a gold digger, it means you're a fighter. You dig, you fought, you dig, you fought again, and you found a lot of treasures along the way. And right now, this very moment, this is the biggest treasure you found yet.
I believe being a gold digger lies within the grit that we've shown and the trials and tribulations that we have overcome. We have all went through so much within this year's time, but came out of the other side ready to succeed and meet the goals that we've had set for ourselves.
Is to not only pursue opportunities, and it means to create opportunities where you can succeed and grow and learn. Basically, just have those experiences and develop, not only like as a professional, but as a person.
Like the gold digger class is a family, you know, we're always lifting each other while we're climbing and really just making sure that we, you know, help our peers. And
to be a gold digger simply means to be a hard worker, to seek to better your life and the people's life around you.
That's whatever goal we dreamt about, that's what we're digging for. So that's how that ends.
To be a gold digger means to work hard, be highly motivated, and open for feedback to achieve our goals.
It means you're the best dressed in the room.
Expectations. I came into this very uncertain because when you don't see the end of the tunnel and you don't know exactly what the end results will be, you get a little nervous. You get a little scared to try things out. You're like, this is a year, like what am I going to do? But just trusting the process has really helped me get to that final and helping me now, you know, finish internships, score opportunity with one of the top corporate America companies. So it's like, wow, like you did it. You did it. You stayed committed. You stayed true to what you said you're going to do.
I chose the Euro program because it offered things I needed to get my career started, like the skills, the professional development, and the support. I thought it was too good to be true, but going through the program, learning how to front handshake, the importance of being on time, building a resume, and so much more. Everything exceeded my expectations of the Euro program and its staff.
I'm fresh out of high school. I'm only 17, you know. Will they accept me? Will they be able to work with me? Like, will they think that I'm just a handful and just a problem child? And you know, basically, Europe, Tampa Bay took me under their wings and helped me.
The experience was a very fun experience. I met a lot of lifetime friends along the way. It wasn't an easy journey though, but thanks to my learning community, I got through it.
Business plans, and I also learned, a good sense of what it would be like to work on a team in corporate America.
I've loved my internship. It has been the most thrilling thing I've ever encountered in life.
The Year Up moment for me was when we all found out what our internships were going to be. The staff had set up a little party with balloons and food, and everyone was sitting in their seats filled with anticipation. When everyone heard their names being called out and what company they were going to go to, I just seen so many eyes light up, and everybody stood up out of their chairs to clap for everyone else. And although our paths were going to be completely different, we knew that we could count on each other and we would all be rooting from the sidelines.
And I was just getting so excited knowing that I'm going to intern at one of those companies, which is Chase.
Woo! Was getting placed at Nielsen. I attended the site that fell in love. I felt like having the opportunity to work at such an incredible place was unmatched. I pushed and shoved my way to getting that placement, and let me tell you, I almost threw up.
It was being part of it, really, and meeting everybody and learning together and improving together. That was beautiful to see.
Hey everyone, and thank you for joining us to celebrate a great milestone during a very difficult and challenging time. I'm Morris Applewhite, and I am honored and delighted to serve as Managing Director for Europe's national office. We wish we could all be together physically, but this COVID-19 pandemic is preventing that. However, it will not dampen our spirit and opportunity to recognize you wonderful graduates of Tampa Bay. So I am excited to be here, as I'm sure all of you are too. At Year Up, we believe every young adult has potential and deserves opportunity and economic justice. On behalf of our entire Year Up organization, we welcome each one of you to celebrate the Year Up Tampa Bay class of July 2020, our second graduating class here in Tampa Bay, Florida. This impressive group of young adults have stayed the course and made it through an extremely rigorous program. I speak for the entire staff when I say we are very proud of you, graduates, for your achievements over this past year. And we all gathered together, although it be virtual, on this very special evening to lift you up, to celebrate you and recognize your great accomplishments. We are proud of you for showcasing your agility and resilience as we shifted all learning and internships to work from home. So this is a very special occasion as we pay tribute to Year Up Tampa Bay Class 2. And it is especially rewarding as we continue the fight for racial and economic justice in our country. Recent events have served to shine a bright light on the injustices that continue. As I speak with CEOs and senior executives in corporate America, which I was a part of for some 30 years, I tell them that expectations are very high, that corporations will take a more aggressive and bolder stance to be more inclusive in their human capital practices. And in doing so, we'll recognize the significant contributions that all of you can make to their company's success. Graduates, this has indeed been a journey. You have gone through 6 months of learning and development in the classroom and 6 months of internship to earn your right to be here this evening. We have witnessed your tremendous growth and development during this time. As I reflect on where you are in your journey, graduates, I'm reminded of a quote. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than one you are capable of living. Words of a great man, Mr. Nelson Mandela. You have all demonstrated that you are capable and talented and I know that you will make a mark, you will not settle, and you will forge ahead to realize your dreams and maximize your full potential. I would like to take just a moment to shout out to some special people in the audience. We all stand on someone's shoulder. So first of all, to the families and friends of the graduates that are in attendance, we welcome you. We recognize you for the support you've provided to these young adults. So let's give it up for the families and friends with a virtual round of applause. Job well done. We also welcome our corporate partners that have collaborated closely with us on providing internship opportunities to these talented graduates. They are Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, New York Life, the Nielsen Company, Valet Living, DTCC, Amazon, and Continental Benefits. We thank you deeply for your commitment to our mission and to the success of our young adults here at Year Up. We cannot do this important work without the great collaboration and support of the leadership, faculty, and staff at St. Petersburg College. We acknowledge you and thank you for our partnership. And we acknowledge our donors for their financial contributions that are so vital to enable us to operate and support our young adults on their journey toward economic mobility. Thank you to our volunteers that have served as guest speakers and mentors. So with that, I'd now like to pass the baton on to our Tampa team and Miss Wanda Horde. Thank you.
Okay. Greetings. I am Wanda Horde, the Internship Services Manager here at Year Up Tampa Bay. We as a staff love the work we get to do with our young adults as they start their career journey. We, however, cannot do it alone. It truly takes a village and people who truly love going above and beyond for our young adults. They are a part of the secret sauce that makes our program what it is. It is our Year Up champions in both the community and corporate sector that continue to advocate for our young adults and are doing their all to help close the opportunity divide. It is my pleasure to honor our Year Up Tampa Bay community and corporate partner champions. Our first awardee, Jay Heffer from Nielsen, as a manager at Year Up, Jay went above and beyond to empower and support his intern. When COVID-19 hit and interns were moved to a virtual role, Jay shifted to create an additional training path outside of the timeline. He shared weekly updates and provided regular feedback to the Year Up team. With Jay's partnership, we work to deliver specific, customized coaching throughout the internship. Year Up Tampa Bay Corporate Partner Champion, Jay Heffer, Panel Manager, Nielsen Company. Our second awardee, even before we had officially began programming for Cohort 1, she has introduced us to potential corporate partners, helped with company clothing drives, organized guest speaker panel, was a judge for Cohort 2 business plans, and has spoken in the SDS seminar and CEDAR. She has been engaged with Cohorts 1, 2, and 3 and has done it all with a smile, great heart, and asking for nothing in return. Year Up Tampa Bay Community Champion, Denise Young.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Oprah Winfrey once said that doing the best in this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. And that actually was shared with me by our keynote speaker this evening, Deontay Eccles. Deontay grew up in Detroit and was an active member of the Boys and Girls Club. He started his banking career at Bank of America in 2008 as a teller, where he then moved up and actually became assistant manager and later managed a number of financial centers. Deontay has been an academy lead and now serves as the vice president and market lead for Tampa Bay. I am delighted to have him as a corporate partner and a champion to Europe Tampa Bay. He has not just become an ally, but also a friend. Deonta has shared his time and his talent with our students and staff, facilitating CEDAR, providing consumer banking training during boot camp, as well as being a guest speaker. And we are so fortunate that a number of our interns have moved on to convert and become full-time employees at Bank of America. He is committed to closing the opportunity divide and providing economic justice to young adults. So please join me in welcoming my friend and our partner, Mr. Deonta Eccles.
Hello, Gold Diggers. Congratulations to you. I am absolutely honored and humbled to be able to be your keynote speaker for the 2020 graduating class from the Europe program. And so let me first say thank you so much for having me. And what you have been able to accomplish is absolutely amazing. For you all to be able to graduate in these challenging times that we are dealing with, where we're dealing with social injustice and also dealing with a pandemic. I mean, for you all to be able to accomplish and make it through the Europe program is an absolute amazing accomplishment. And so you should be very proud of yourself, as I am also very, very proud of each and every one of you, and very, very grateful for the Europe program. It is an amazing program, and you all that got an opportunity to take advantage of it should feel very, very honored and privileged. Let me first start off by saying thank you to a couple of key people that really made this partnership between Bank of America and Europe an amazing partnership, especially here in Tampa Bay. So I definitely want to thank Autumn for that great introduction that she just gave me. I also want to thank Fred. I also want to thank Walter, who has really embraced me and allowed me to become a part of the Europe family and really be able to make sure that I was able to establish a really strong relationship with them from the very start. And it keeps getting stronger and stronger every year. And I just don't see it stopping. So I'm excited about that and very thrilled to be a part of it. Well, with that being said, I've said my congratulations, but I'm here to motivate and inspire you. And I'm hoping that by the time I'm finished giving this lecture, I'll be able to really make sure that you walk away with something that can really help you in your future. So let me first talk about your name. Gold Diggers, amazing name that you all picked to be able to really drive home the message of what your goal and what your accomplishments are and what you're looking to accomplish and achieve. And so I wanted to take those two words and really deal with those two words in my speech to you today to really motivate you. And so when I thought about the word gold, gold is a precious metal. It's very expensive. It is something that everyone does not have the luxury of having. And so when I started to think about gold, I started to think about purity, right? And how do you get to pure gold? And there was a couple of things that I wanted to highlight about gold and how does gold really become pure gold? And how do we really make sure that the gold actually becomes pure? And so a couple of things happens through that process. And what I started to do and what I started to think about was, how do we actually put that process towards life? Right. And so the first thing I thought about was what happens with gold to turn it into pure gold is the first thing is that it comes under a lot of temperature, that the temperature is very hot and is put under extreme pressure. And what I will say to you all as graduates of the Euro program is that life is going to be full of moments where you're going to feel under pressure or you're going to feel the heat. And what I would tell you to do in those situations is never give up. Continue to strive to be the best that you can be. Continue to look towards the things that you are doing now and prepare yourself for those challenging times, because in reality, they will always come. But the great thing about that is even when you don't know exactly what to do in those situations, when you are a person of integrity and a person of character and a person that actually can start to think about what you can do, you can find your way through those challenging situations. The second thing that happens when gold is turned into pure gold is that it is evaluated, right, for its value. And what I would tell you is there's going to be times in your life that you are going to have to absolutely think about your value and evaluate your value and determine whether or not you are doing everything in your ability to be able to help you to meet to get to the future that you desire. And so with that being said, make sure that you take a moment to evaluate. Make sure that you take a moment to determine your value, because every time that you enter, whether it be personally or in your career, you are going to have to determine your worth and really evaluate whether or not you're living up to the purpose that you are designed to deliver up to. And so those are the couple of things that I wanted to make sure I brought out about gold. There's one more thing that I have to tell you about gold. And what happens with gold is typically is put into gold bars, or as I call it, molded into gold bars. And so what I would tell you, the last thing I want to tell you about yourself and about life as it relates to gold is that you will have to be molded. And there's going to be a lot of things that you walked away with from the Euro program that helps your molding and helps you to become the person that you are today. But what I will say is that you're never done being molded. And so always be open to future development, always be open to constructive criticism, always be open to being able to allow people to come into your life that have been where you are and that can allow you to be able to go under mentorship, to be developed and to be able to make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. So always be open to molding is my last tip for gold. Now, as we are getting ready to move on into diggers, I do want to give a couple of tips that I want you to take away from what I just went over with the process of turning gold into pure gold as it relates to life. And so the tips that I will leave with you for this is, number one, life will not be easy, so never give up. You will always have to persevere. You will always have to push forward. And when you do so, you will never be shocked by the results that come of that. Because once you do that, you'll see it will all come out for the best for you. Number two, evaluate and prioritize your goals. Again, going back to what we talked about with the process, it's important that you evaluate and you determine your value and you really prioritize your goals so that you can be the best that you can be. And number three, you control what your life becomes. And so molding goes back to that molding. You actually control what your destiny is going to be. And when you decide on what it's going to be, that hard work, that tenacity, all of those great things that are within you will help you get there. So let's go on. Let's talk about the word diggers. And so when I thought about the word diggers, I started to think about what does a digger mean to me? What is someone that is a digger? And so there's three things that I came up with when I think of a digger, someone who's going to do something amazing. So the first thing I came up with is someone who goes beyond the surface. And so when you think about someone that's digging, they're always looking for more, going for more, and always looking for the next big opportunity. And so what I would tell you is continue to be a digger in this world called life and in your career. Think about how do you continue to go beyond the surface. When others say it cannot be done, I need you to think about what is possible. And so it's important that you persevere through all of your challenges. And when you think about someone that's digging, they have to get deep. They have to go sometimes beyond what they think they can do to get to the actual destination. And so it's important that you do that as a digger. Number two, as a digger, I thought about someone that looks beyond their situations. And so I know that many of you, as I grew up in Detroit, and I grew up in a low income family where we didn't have everything that we desired. But what we did have a lot is a lot of love. And what we did always, what my mother always instilled in me and my father always instilled in me was the ability to make sure that I was the best person I could be. And they never limit me to my situation. And so what I would tell you is that you are never limited to your situation, no matter who your father is, your mother is, no matter what background you came from, no matter if you're rich or poor, no matter if the neighborhood wasn't the best. You have an opportunity to be a great digger, and you can dig your way out of that situation and become someone that can actually be able to affect that community and go back and do some amazing things for yourself, for your family, and for the community that you serve. And so please really look beyond your situation. My last tip here for digger is find a way to get it done without excuses. And again, it's not always easy because there are a lot of reasons that you can quit. There's a lot of reasons that can try to stop you. But what I'm asking you all to do as the graduating class of the Euro program for 2020 is find a way to get it done. And I know each and every one of you has that desire, has that intent, has that passion. And with that, you will be able to make it through anything. Well, listen, my time is almost up. I really appreciate the ability to be able to get in front of you and share these messages with you today. And I know that the graduating class of 2020 for Year Up is going to be the best class ever. Thank you again for the opportunity to be your spokesman, and you all have a fantastic evening.
My name is Walter Joseph, the Employment Placement Manager, and I am very excited to be able to present the July 2020 Graduate Honors, the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence, the Chris Mello Award for Leadership, the Perseverance Award, and the Community Leadership Award. These awards hold a special place among Year Up graduates. The first graduate honor, the Dave Reddick Award, is presented to a member of each Year Up graduating class around the country. The award was created in honor of Dave Reddick, a founding member of Alta Communications, one of Year Up's first partners. Dave inspired others to excel and held incredibly high standards for his own actions and behavior. By consistently pursuing excellence in his own work, he encouraged others to do the same. This year's award goes to Deja Quarterman. Congratulations. The Chris Mello Award for Leadership is also presented to a member of each Year Up graduating class around the country. Remembered for his dedication and competitive nature, Chris was a rising star at Alta Communications, who established himself as an exceptional leader. He led with his actions, his commitments, his work ethic, and his integrity. This year's Chris Mello Award for Leadership is presented to Caleb Pryor. Congratulations. The Year Up Tampa Bay Perseverance Award. The Perseverance Award honors a Year Up Tampa Bay graduate who has not only persisted, but has gone above and beyond in maintaining their commitment to their education and internship experience. This individual is an example of persistence, passion, and achievement. No matter the challenge or obstacle, nothing making it to class, completing assignments, learning new skills, and impressing our corporate partners. Please join me in congratulating Brianna Lee. Congratulations. Next award is our Community Leader Award. This award honors a Year Up Tampa Bay graduate who has lifted while they climb and has brought issues to the forefront. They use their voice in their community and the LC to advocate for a noble cause. Please join me in congratulating Jordan Smith. Again, congratulations to each of our July 2020 graduate honor recipients. Your hard work and dedication to your success has served as an example of excellence to your learning community. Keep up the great work as each and every one of you transitions into corporate America. You all are amazing and bright young adults, and it has truly been an honor to work with each and every one of you all to help close the opportunity divide. Here to represent this class, the Gold Diggers, as voted by her peers, I am proud to introduce the Class 2 keynote speaker, Zakiya Battle.
Hi, I'm Zakiya Battle, an intern at Nielsen, and today I'm here to say happy graduation day, Gold Diggers. We've been digging for an entire year now, and we've reached our primary goal. We are graduating. We are moving on to our personal and professional goals with our own personalized shovels. This has been an amazing educational and emotional experience. I remember when we chose our name and chant at orientation. We said it was because we are determined, courageous, outgoing, strong-minded, and always willing to succeed. Europe has provided us the shovels we needed to create our own path, and we finally struck gold. We chose the name Gold Diggers because each of us have worked hard to reach our goals and accomplish whatever we put our mind to. We've buried the hardships, struggles, trials, and tribulations, but we have been able to leverage our support and found a way to dig out from every obstacle that was put in our place. We continue to dig ourselves to bring out our best versions of ourselves. Walter once said, Europe simply helped us lay out the runway, finding and flying the plane, putting it together, and taking off was due to us. While it is important to say thank you or give credit for the support or work, this time the only people who deserve it is us. We put in the long hours and even longer days to be here today. Pat yourselves on the back. We did it. A year ago today, we began the journey of breaking down the generational stereotypes and inequalities of how we were supposed to look and who we were supposed to be. A year ago today, we pushed past all the doubters and haters and gained a supportive family, our learning community. Looking back on our big year, we accomplished so much in such a short time. Some of us fresh out of high school, never working, some of us already working, all of us dealing with life and even wanting to give up. But we took the step forward for others to follow along. Before starting Europe, I didn't know what the opportunity divide was or how to close it. The divide exists because we are often overlooked and under-evaluated just because of where we come from, what we have, or even what we look like. Looking at everyone in my class, none of us look alike. Well, besides my twin and I, of course. But despite all that, we persevered and made a name for ourselves. We brought real value to the corporate world and maybe even changed some people's perceptions of what talent looks like or come from. We pushed past all the barriers that were put up to hold us back. We did that. First week of orientation, walking in the community room, not knowing most of the people. I remember the this is it feeling I felt as we took our seats. Looking around at each other, no one daring to speak. Everyone was reserved, not wanting to engage, but definitely feeling similar vibe of, what is this? Because we didn't know each other. All we knew, we chose to be here, and this would be the start of something new. We sat around the community room, taking in the unfamiliar faces, the unfamiliar temperature that just couldn't get right for anything. Right, Craig and Daniel? Do you guys remember all the icebreakers we did during orientation? All those times we didn't want to participate, not because we didn't like it, but because it pushed us out of our comfort zones? Directive would have to be the one titled The Big Wind Blows. I love that one because it forced me to really push myself. Every time the big wind blew, I was laughing and talking to someone new, creating new relationships through our similarities. Remember when Zakiya and Jasmine were walking so fast to the chair and Jasmine acted like a linebacker and took her out? It made us all laugh out myself getting excited while getting ready for the days and meetings because I knew that each day was an opportunity to learn, have fun, and grow closer to you all. We went from being complete strangers to being friends and now family. Giving up was never an option in our mind, and we are proof of that today. We took the same route, were given the same opportunity, and put forth our own effort behind it, and look, we did it. At my internship at Nielsen, where I worked in the tech cafe, I noticed how people appreciated the little things, like remembering their name, holding eye contact, and even just attempting to build a relationship was valued. My internship was full of interesting people, and there was never a boring day in the tech cafe. I learned how to reprogram computers and leverage my customer service skills whenever a user came in or I worked with my team. Being at Nielsen, I had the pleasure of learning the importance of checking emails every day, figuring out basic computer skills. I learned firsthand how to deal with challenging end users. Patience, empathy, and attentiveness really goes a long way. It has brought out the best in me. I am more introverted than ever now. At first, I was shy and nervous, and I just stayed in the background. But because of the awesome team I worked with, they brought me out of that. They helped me learn that it was better to be on the field rather than the sideline. I am a stronger leader and a brave teammate. I know what it takes to be a part of a team and how to lead one, and being a part of Europe has instilled that into me. Part of Europe has taught me that I can not only make a difference, but that I am the difference. Throughout this year, I've lost sleep, focus, and at times my own motivation. I was so close to giving up so many times, but I couldn't, because if there's one thing I've learned is that you didn't come this far just to only come this far. Throughout this year, we've lost almost half of our class. We were challenged with our minds, our focus, and our commitment. But the one thing that remained consistent was the support and encouragement of the Europe Tampa Bay team. We know we didn't make it easy sometimes. We made you question our decisions, but you were always there, no matter what. You had 1 year to gain trust, to reinforce skills, and to help develop individuals into corporate-ready professionals. I don't know how you did it over and over again, but you're doing something right. I am proud to be a member of Europe Tampa Bay and proud to share my story so others can know and experience this feeling. 1 year, no tears. Look at us, family. We're here. Corporate America, get ready. Here we come. Congratulations to us. Thank you.
My name is Lee Williams, Program Manager with Year Up, and I just want to say I am so excited to be presenting the January 2020 Graduate Honors. I am proud to have walked alongside you during your Year Up journey. Proud, so proud to have had the honor to get to know each of you, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your whys, your goals, your laughter. I am so proud to have been a part and to see each of you develop into and become the amazing professionals that you all are today. Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. And you are all truly the definition of perseverance. To know what you have all been through, to be here today, to be sitting, to be standing in your shoes, to know what you have accomplished to get to this point tells me that you can achieve anything at all that you put your mind to. So proud of you, and I'm so excited to see what comes next in each of your lives. Thank you. And now, without further ado, please join me in putting your hands together, both your real hands and your virtual hands, together to present our graduates. Laura Barthelmess, Zakia Battle, Zakiah Battle, Keyshawn Cato, Jaya Daughtry, Daniel Driscoll, Shania Duncan, Curtis Garrett, Tiffany Gomez, Aaliyah Grant, Dominique Harrell, Kalino Hatcher, Craig Hicks, Denitra Howard, Brianna Lee, Casey Neal, Michelle Parks, Caleb Pryor, Deja Quarterman, Samuel Santana, Jasmine Sims, Jordan Smith, Jalen Thomas, Cleo Lorenzo Wigfall, Spencer Wilhelm. Congratulations, class of July 2020. Woohoo!
I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association, I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values. I will strive for excellence and realize my potential. I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni. I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide. I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
Converted very late June, so that was kind of like a big life-changing moment for me. I remember just being on the phone with a couple of members of Year Up staff because it was kind of like hush hush. I was the first. So it was kind of like a moment of like pride and relief for me as I earned this opportunity. That was a big point. I earned it. And the thing is, of course, being elected to be a member of the Diversity and Inclusion Council.
My post-Euro plan is to further my education at St. Pete College and earn my bachelor's degree in information technology. I always wanted to learn more about technology and computers since I was young. Now that I learned the skills in IT through the program, I am more eager to learn.
On the career path of going into information technology as an IT, but I am also thinking of diverging and going into cybersecurity once this is over.
My Year Up plans are to continue finishing my degree in financial services and transferring into my bachelor's in financial services at St. Petersburg College. Also obtaining the rest of my insurance license, personal insurance, commercial insurance, as well as in addition to work.
When I was on a call and I heard, "Hi Samuel, you have been converted." And that right there was one of the best feelings I've ever felt, because I felt like I made it. And my heart dropped and I almost cried right there and then. And I could barely finish the conversation. And truly was one of the best moments I've ever had in my life. And I'm truly thankful for everything. And
honestly, every single staff member has had some type of impact on me in my life, and I don't know where I would be without any of them. Specifically, Walter. Walter is my coach, and this man has, seen the leader and the star in me since day one.
One of you for being part of this journey with me. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I love you guys with all my heart, and I'm forever thankful.
First people I'd like to highlight is my past and present team leads at Nielsen. Aaron and Chris have been so incredibly supportive throughout my internship phase. I always felt like I belonged on the Nielsen team thanks to them. All of the Year Up staff have made a huge impact on me, but I specifically want to highlight Walter and Lee to thank my family and friends for encouraging me. I will never forget any of what any of you guys have taught me, and I hope to put it to good use. Thanks.
About my coach, of course, Quinn, is really, I can say, a friend of mine. I can talk to her with anything. It's just not as, we can just be ourselves with each other. So shout out to her for grouping me and a lot of stuff from her. I want to thank Kim. Kim was the recruiter that reached out to my mentor and got me into this program. Big shout out to her. Thank you so much. Without her, I wouldn't even be here right now. You know, Labria helped me a lot.
That provided all of these gems. She never doubted me. She was here throughout everything, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything without her as well. Not wait for the world to see what I can do because of this.
Well, firstly, there's my wonderful manager, Susanna, who has really just been a pillar of support and of just a fountain of advice and guidance. Really, I probably wouldn't have been converted without her. There's, of course, the Year Up staff who have also been great pillars of support. And I always know that if I'm having an issue, I can reach out to them. And that support there, it's sort of like a long-term connection.
I would like to thank and give a special shout out to my coach, Fred Rosario. He's always been a good mentor to me and pushed me since day one to become a better man, and I thank him for that.
Thank you so much, Labria and Quinn.
Shout out to my mom for the everlasting love and the support throughout my Year Up journey. Thank you, and I love you so much. And shout out to my coach, Labria Cherry, for believing in me since day one, and the life lessons I will always remember. Thank you so much for being part of my life.
Special shout out to Lee Williams, my program manager, and also my coach. It has been a long year, and it also feels like I just started the program yesterday. Throughout everything that I went through, he was always so supportive and ready to bust a joke while pushing me to overcome my self-destructing habits. Thank you, Lee. I also just want to shout out my daughter, Aislinn, because without her, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today. Thank you for everything that this program has taught me and all the amazing experiences that I will continue to incorporate into my life from here on out.
Everyone who has helped me, because this is an army. It was an army behind me. It wasn't just me. It was an army. It was my family. It was my friends. It was my colleagues. It was my coach. It was my Year Up staff. It was my, Year Up friends and everyone I've met on this journey who shared some insights on how to be successful and how to get to that next level. I thank you. I thank you for pouring that seed in me. I thank you for just believing in me when I didn't believe into myself sometimes. So I thank you for that. I thank you for just seeing the best in me. I thank you for that second lens, because now I see hard work pays off. And once again, let's go gold diggers. So yes, I would like to thank everyone who's contributed to this journey.
We go, we did, we go, we did, we go, we did, we go, we got go.
Good evening, all. What a tremendous year it's been. A year full of hope, promise, and commitment to reaching dreams and accomplishing goals, no matter the odds. Class 2, you made it. I have the honor of closing this evening, and as such, I wrestled with what I was going to be able to leave you with. As you have playfully and rightfully dubbed me as the person who always has to have a last word, I feel it's my duty to live up to that expectation. Throughout tonight, you have heard words of wisdom, calls to action, and essential reminders that tonight symbolizes your hard work to yourself and to your future. And I am confident you will rise to the occasion and exceed your own expectations. A few things to remember. Never deny or minimize what you bring to the table. And if that table is full or someone's not willing to let you sit there, do not worry. Grab your own table and have several seats ready for others to come join you. That is leadership in action, and daring greatly, and changing the narrative. That, to me, is the audacity of hope, and something we can all strive to live for. At Europe, we believe every young adult has potential and deserves economic opportunity and social justice. Our mission is to close the opportunity divide, and we believe Black Lives Matter. We are committed to taking action against racial injustices. Now more than ever, we must continue to do our part in this fight to demand equitable rights and opportunities, as well as drive economic mobility for all. Remember, without justice, there is no peace. Make sure your voice is heard and you exercise your right to vote. For those wondering how you can help or become involved with our mission, I implore you to consider providing full-time employment opportunities for one of these graduates, or hosting an internship for one or more talented young adults. If you are a young adult and have an interest in applying to our program, or know of a young adult that may be a great candidate, please fill out an interest form at www.yearup.org. If you want to make a financial contribution, and we greatly appreciate those, there are several ways to do so by going online to make that donation. We are always in need of business attire, and we welcome those contributions. Our goal is to scale our program and serve more young adults in the Tampa Bay community. In order to do that, we need to create more champions to impact more young adults and to create further awareness of our mission. Speaking of champions, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the amazing partners that we have had and that have been with us and believe in the work that we do. Our academic partner, St. Petersburg College, led by our provost, Dr. Tashika Griffith, we appreciate you. Our corporate partners, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, New York Life, the Nielsen Company, Valet Living, DTCC, Amazon, and Continental Benefits, thank you for all that you do. Our community partners, friends, and our student support systems, none of this would be possible without you. To the amazing Europe Tampa Bay team who work tirelessly and are committed to the mission and the students, you are what it means to be leaders, and I am honored to work alongside you each and every day. Finally, our most important stakeholders, our students. You have dug wide and deep, and as this is my first class as Europe Tampa Bay's site director, I look forward to seeing how you continue to lift while you climb and reinvest in your communities and in your futures. I leave you with this quote: freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. With that, I thank everyone for taking time to celebrate our July 2020 Europe Tampa Bay class of graduates, the Gold Diggers. Congratulations, stay safe, stay healthy, and good night.